Are you ready for the next step in your business journey? Explore the timeless teachings of the famous samurai Miyamoto Musashi and learn the key business principles that will help you achieve. These lessons will change the way you do business, from having a strategic goal to learning how to deal with failure. Work smart, not just hard. Lesson 1. Develop a clear vision. One of the best swordsmen and strategists in history, Miyamoto Musashi, always talked about how important it was to have clear vision. He stressed throughout his life and lessons that a warrior should always know where they are going before they go to battle. Business owners are no different in this way. You need to have a clear idea of where you want to go and why you are starting your own business if you want to be successful. You can use a clear goal as your North Star to help you make tough choices and resist temptation. It gives you a sense of direction and purpose. Without it, you're just winging it and hope that luck will take you where you need to go. Musashi's planned way of thinking teaches us that it's important to be clear. He wasn't fighting just to fight, he was fighting to win, and he knew what to do to get it. To get a clear picture of what you want to achieve, you need to ask yourself some important questions. Why do I care so much about this? What effect do I want to have? Not only is it about making money, but also about having a cause that really speaks to you. This is the base of your house. Once you know what you want, break it down into steps that you can take. Musashi often said that a good strategy is made up of acts that are clear and well thought out. As a business owner, you need a plan to keep you on track and see how far you've come. Distractions, obstacles, and times of not knowing what to do will happen. Once you have a clear picture of what you want to achieve, you can always use that picture to keep you going. Making a clear goal isn't something that you do just once. It changes as you learn new things and gain new skills. Musashi's way of doing things was to keep getting better. Like a sword that needs to be sharpened all the time, your vision needs to be tweaked every so often to stay in line with your values and goals. What you see will change as you grow, but it should always stay true to your mission. Lesson 2. Take calculated risks. Before he swung his sword into battle, Musashi carefully thought about the risks and what he should do. Similarly, every business owner needs to be ready to take risks, but those risks need to be well thought out and planned. You can't avoid danger, you have to learn how to handle it. It's not always easy for entrepreneurs to decide to go into the unknown. Fear of failing can stop you in your tracks, but just like Musashi knew how important it was to know what his opponent was going to do next, an entrepreneur needs to fully understand the risk they are about to take. Doing study, planning, and having foresight are all necessary to figure out risk. It's about looking at all the possible results and making a choice based on facts, not feelings. Musashi's plan was built on the idea of being flexible. He knew when to move forward and when to pull back. Entrepreneurs need to think the same way. When you take a risk, you should be aware of both the benefits and drawbacks. When you're desperate or excited, you should never make hasty decisions. Instead, get all the information you can, think about all the possible results, and then make a choice based on that information. But there are no promises in business, not even if you plan everything out very well. Musashi's ideas teach us that taking chances is a necessary part of growing. Every successful business owner has had to deal with risks, whether they were investing money, growing their market, or putting out new goods. But they improve their chances of success by knowing about and dealing with those risks. It wasn't like Musashi just jumped right into a duel when he agreed to fight. He looked at the terrain, his opponent, and himself to see what his skills and weaknesses were. As a business, you need to constantly look at the risks and make changes as needed. You can only find opportunities and get ahead if you take calculated chances. Lesson 3. Embrace failure as a lesson. A lot of people think of failure as a loss, but Miyamoto Musashi saw it as just another lesson. Musashi failed many times along his trip, but each time he learned something important about life, strategy, and how to move forward. When it comes to business, the same way of thinking applies. You shouldn't be afraid of failing. It's an important part of growing. Every mistake teaches the business owner something new, giving them useful information they wouldn't have known otherwise. You will always have failures as an entrepreneur, whether it's a failed product launch, a bad investment, or a business chance you missed. But how you deal with failure is what really counts. It was clear to Musashi that every mistake had a lesson to teach. If a sword didn't cut in fight, Musashi would look at the blade and change how he used it. In the same way, when an entrepreneur's business plan or strategy fails, they need to think about what went wrong, learn from their mistake, and change how they do things. This process is what makes people strong, mentally tough, and able to succeed in the future. Don't let failing define who you are. Instead, let it make you better. People who fail at business are faster to learn from their mistakes and get back up better the next time. Musashi was able to become a master of his craft because he always looked for ways to get better. The same is true for your journey as a business. Don't give up and see each loss as a chance to learn and improve. You don't have to give up after failing. It's just a delay on the way to success. Accept it, figure out what it means, and use it to move forward. Lesson 4. Build strong relationships. Musashi was very good at planning moves, but he also knew how important it was to build ties and alliances. He met many fighters, teachers, and students who helped him improve his skills over the course of his life. For long-term success as an entrepreneur, you need to build strong ties. It's not enough to know what you're talking about in business, you also need to know who you know. Musashi didn't work alone. He knew how important it was to learn from others and make connections that were good for everyone. One of the most important things for a business to have is good relationships with its customers, suppliers, workers, and mentors. To build connections, you need to trust and respect each other. In the same way that Musashi gained the respect of his peers by being honest and trustworthy, business owners must do the same. Trust is earned over time by acting in an honest way. Anyone who trusts you will want to work with you, do business with you, and back you up. Networking is important, but it's not just about making contacts. It's about making real relationships with people that matter. Musashi taught that strategy is about more than just the things you do. It's also about the people you hang out with. Find people who can help you grow, show you the way, and share your goal with your team. How well you handle problems and take advantage of chances will depend on how strong your relationships are. Musashi never thought his allies were less important than them in a fight. As a business owner, you need to do the same thing. People who lift you up, push you, and help you see things from different angles should be around you. Lesson 5. Keep learning and adapting. Musashi learned new things all the time and was always getting better at swordsmanship and planning. He was always trying to learn, even when he was one of Japan's most feared fighters. Every business needs to be always looking for ways to make things better if they want to be successful. The world of business is always changing. There are always new tools, trends, and ways that the market works. To stay ahead, an entrepreneur needs to have the attitude that they are always learning. Entrepreneurs should always be learning about their field, their competitors, and the tools they have access to, just like Musashi never stopped studying his foes. There are many ways to learn. It could be through school, books, a guide, or real-life experience. Many people knew that Musashi studied more than just sword fighting. He did this because he knew that the more he knew, the better prepared he was for tasks. Entrepreneurs should do the same. The more you learn, whether it's about new tools, keeping up with market trends, or becoming a better leader, the better you'll be able to run your business. Adapting is just as important. Musashi was able to deal with problems in battle that most people thought were impossible because he was flexible. You have to be ready to change direction when things aren't going well as a business. Businesses that can adapt to new conditions will do well as the world changes. As the market changes, you should always be ready to change your tactics to meet those needs. Lesson 6. Stay focused and disciplined. Miyamoto Musashi was known for his unwavering control and focus, which helped him become a great swordsman and strategist. These traits are just as important for business owners. You can easily get sidetracked, lose focus, and waste valuable time and resources if you don't follow through with your plans. I think Musashi knew that to be great, you had to keep your mind sharply on the job at hand. As an entrepreneur, you need to do the same. In any area, discipline is key to success, and business is no different. Every business owner who is effective sticks to a routine, sets clear goals, and keeps working hard. Musashi trained for years, getting better at what he did and learning from every fight and experience. He wasn't just disciplined in the way he worked out his body. He was also mentally tough and able to stay calm and focused when things got tough. When you're a business, Discipline means sticking to your goals and the steps you need to take to reach them. There will always be problems and things that can take your attention away when you're starting a new product, growing your brand, or putting together a team. It's simple to get caught up in the chaos of daily tasks, emails, meetings, and social media. Focusing, on the other hand, means staying true to your long-term goals and not letting short-term noise distract you. When you're focused and disciplined, you also fight the urge to jump at every new chance that comes your way. When you're in business, you often see new trends or shiny things that promise quick profits. You should be selective about the chances you seek, though, just like Musashi was selective about the battles he fought. Use your energy and resources properly because you only have so much of them. By keeping your eye on your main goals, you can be sure that your work is leading to something important and long-lasting. Musashi thought that constant practice was the only way to reach true wisdom. It's the same thing you should do as an entrepreneur. Keep improving your skills, be focused in your work, and always keep your eye on the bigger picture. There is no one big moment of success. Instead, you reach your goals every day by taking small, focused steps. Lesson 7. Manage your finances wisely. Strategy was a big part of Musashi's life, and it's the same in cash management. An entrepreneur needs to know how important it is to handle money with care and planning. If you don't handle your money well, it can either help you reach your goals or hold you back. A warrior would carefully guard their weapons and supplies, and a business owner must do the same with their money. This means making a budget, saving money, and investing it carefully. There are times when business owners want to spend money on things that won't help their company in the long run. Musashi's lessons tell us that everything we do must be planned and thought out. Your long-term goals and ideas should guide the money choices you make. Cash flow is what keeps a business going. Not managing money well can lead to loss, just like not planning well can cause you to lose a battle. Watch how much you spend and only make decisions that will pay off in the long run. Musashi's wise words teach us that little things do count. Keep an eye on your numbers and your financial position on a regular basis. If you need to, make changes. It's not about having a lot of money. Being smart with what you have is what will make you successful in the long run. With these lessons, business owners can learn how to have the right attitude, be disciplined, and think strategically in order to be successful. The life and ideas of Miyamoto Musashi contain timeless lessons that, when applied to business, can lead to success. Anyone can reach their full potential for success if they have a plan, are willing to take calculated risks, build relationships, learn, stay focused, and handle their money well.